It is true that dreams can become a reality because our favorite Disney cartoons are now part of our world in live-action movies. Stay tuned until the end if you want to know what is coming next in 2019. If you love Disney movies as much as we do, don't forget to subscribe and please give this video a big thumbs up. Today, we are showing you Disney cartoons brought to life. Beauty and the Beast. In 2017, we had the chance to see Belle come to life in a story that promised to be more feminist. In the original Disney movie, the young woman fell in love with a man who was forcing her to stay in his castle, but Emma Watson, who played Belle, said that this story was going to be different. We all know that the actress is a proud feminist, and she wasn't interested in a story that didn't portray strong women. Belle knew how to read, she had a job, and she refused to marry a man she didn't like. And even when her father was captured, she had the courage to take his place and tried to escape until she realized that she had to simply face the situation. Emma even refused to wear a corset in Beauty and the Beast. However, some people don't agree with that and still think that this movie is not feminist. But that's another story. Aladdin. The cast of the live-action remake of Aladdin has already been revealed, and people are upset. That's because Disney decided to brown up white actors for non-white parts, which is called whitewashing. People think that it's an insult to the whole industry because they should have given the roles to actors from the Middle East. But actually, the main actors aren't white either. Mina Massoud, who will play Aladdin, was born in Egypt and raised in Canada. Will Smith will also play the genie, and we can confirm that he is not white at all. Even if they hired more than 400 background performers from India, Middle East, Africa, or Asia, 100 of them were actually white. They just changed their skin color to turn them into darkly tanned Arab. A Disney spokesperson said that they only did this when it was a matter of specialty skills, safety, and control. But many people in the industry called this BS. We hope that the movie will be better than the choice of background performers. The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid always wanted to be part of his world, and now she will be part of our world. And there are actually going to be 3 movies, but not in the way you think. First, there is the official Disney retelling. Composer, lyricist, playwright, and actor Lin-Manuel Miranda says that he is going to be working on this project, but he doesn't even know what he will be doing. They were still in super early talks in fall 2017. Then there is the Universal production. Ariel's look was inspired by actress Alyssa Milano, and she was supposed to be played by Chloe Grace Moretz. But the actress dropped out of the project along with many others, so we don't know what is going to happen next. And then there is a loose indie adaptation about a mermaid, as it is the only movie with a trailer. We guess that it's the only one you will have the chance to watch soon. Alice in Wonderland. Can you believe that there were actually 17 adaptations of Alice Adventures in Wonderland? The first one dates back as far as 1903. The 8-minute silent film used impressive special effects for the time and inspired filmmakers to be more creative. Then there was the movie from 1931. Betty Boop also played the role of Alice in 1934, and we saw another movie in 1949. It is not until 1951 that we saw the popular animated Disney movie. This story never stopped being popular as we saw many versions of Alice, whether it was an animated or live-action movie for kids or for grown-ups. But it's in 2010 that we finally saw the best Alice movie ever created, as it was directed by Tim Burton and featured Johnny Depp as the Mad Hatter. No matter how old you are and what kind of movie you like, Alice will always be there for you. Cinderella. She is probably one of the most famous Disney princesses as she inspired so many rags to riches stories. This is why she decided to make a comeback in Disney's live-action Cinderella in 2015. But when people saw how thin the actress was in the live-action movie, many people were shocked. Some of them didn't even want their kids to watch the movie. They didn't like how the director seemed to think that women were more beautiful when they had a waist the size of a preteen, while actress Lily James was actually 25 years old at that time. The director defended himself by claiming that it was natural with a little bit of help from her corset. But no matter what, many people think that any way to lose weight to look unrealistic can't be healthy. The Lion King. It was one of the best Disney movies of all time, but most of us never thought we would see a live-action movie of this because it's kind of hard to teach a lion how to act. But it has been confirmed that we will have the chance to see them on the big screen. And since the story is set in Africa, we are happy to see that they hired a lot of African-American actors. We have to admit that our favorite is probably the singer Beyoncé, who is going to play Nala. Then we have Donald Glover, who is going to play Simba, James Earl Jones, who will play Mufasa, Alfre Woodard, who will play Sarabi, and Chiwetel Ejiofor, who will play Scar. There are still white actors, but they are only going to play other animals, as we will see Seth Rogen and Billy Eichner as Pumbaa and Timon, and John Oliver as Zazu. Peter Pan. You have probably already seen a live-action movie of Peter Pan, and you will be happy to hear that Disney is working on another one. The only thing we know for now is that David Lowery will be the director, and he is going to help Toby Hallbrooks write the script. The animated classic from 1953 is still the most successful adaptation of the movie. The movie Hook, directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Robin Williams, wasn't even as good. We think that a new Peter Pan movie has the potential to have even more success as a new generation will discover this amazing story. It has been announced in 2016, and we still haven't got any news yet. So we hope that they didn't forget this project. Or maybe they're just busy working on something else. There is not enough space in Neverland to shoot 2 movies at the same time. Tinkerbell, Peter Pan's best friend, is going to have her own movie. It's going to be called Tink, and we think that it's finally time that this fun character gets more attention. This time, Disney confirmed that the movie is officially happening, and they even already cast the actress. We cannot think of anyone better than Reese Witherspoon to play this role. She has the beautiful blonde hair, the wonderful singing voice, and she even won an Oscar. The only thing missing is a green strapless dress, the green slippers, and some wings. She is also a little bit too tall, but we'll fix that with special effects. The actress is also producing the movie, which means that she will have the chance to do whatever she wants and be more creative as an actress. We hope that she will get the chance to play Tinkerbell in the live-action Peter Pan movie that Disney is supposed to be working on. Maleficent. We already heard the princess's story. Now it's time to see it from a whole new point of view by making the villain the hero of this story. They had the best team they could ever find with Angelina Jolie as Maleficent, a script by the man who wrote Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, and Alice in Wonderland, and a director who won an Oscar for his work on Avatar. However, the story of the young Maleficent was darker than what any child could imagine. She used to be a little girl like any other until one tragic event turned her into an evil sorceress. The man that she used to trust took advantage of her while she was unconscious and cut off her wings. According to the actress, it was a metaphor for a kind of assault that only grown-ups could understand. Who thought that they could show something like this in a movie for kids? Cruella De Vil. And here is another villain that we would like to know more about, but we were really surprised to learn who is going to play this role. Emma Stone was in talks to play Cruella De Vil in an origin story, but we think that she looks way too nice for this role, and this is why it's going to be really interesting. We've seen her wearing a black and white dress, a fur collar, and smoky eyes, so we have already seen that she really does have the look. The movie was supposed to go into production as early as the latter half of 2016, but we haven't heard of it yet. We don't know anything else about the movie. Come on, Disney, you can't let us imagine Emma Stone in the role of Cruella De Vil and just cancel the idea. We want to see her in this movie. The Jungle Book. Maybe Disney was just too busy being nice with animals to create 101 Dalmatians once again. That's because they were working on Jungle Book. The filmmakers didn't want to use any real animal on the set because it was very hard to control them, and these creatures are not meant to work on a set. This is why they are all created with CGI. The sets were really simple, like a small hill or a short walkway, and it's during the post-production that they turned it into something incredible. It took a lot of work, 6 months of preparation, and 2 years of filming, but it was totally worth it. However, we can't imagine how hard it would be for the actor to perform with no partner on screen, but we don't think about that when we watch the movie, so we think that they did a really great job. Dumbo. The small elephant with the biggest ears is back once again, and in case you didn't get the chance to meet him yet, you won't want to miss this opportunity to see this new movie. That's because it's going to be directed by one of the best movie directors in the world, Tim Burton. He is the one who already created the movie Alice in Wonderland for Disney and many other movies like Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Big Fish, and much more. The production officially began in the summer of 2017. While it is kind of hard to make an elephant the hero of a story, the movie will include both live action and animated elements. It has been confirmed that the movie will be in theaters in March 2019, and we can't wait to see it. But don't worry, we'll get the chance to watch other live-action Disney movies during this time. Winnie the Pooh. Here's another animal that is soon going to be part of our world, and we think that it's kind of hard to imagine our favorite bear outside the animated world. That's why the movie will focus on another character, Christopher Robin. He is the little boy who befriended the lovable bear in the animated series, but this time we will see him as an adult. Some sources say that it will look like the movie Ted, and many people thought that it was not the best idea if they wanted kids to see it. But don't mistake it for another good movie. Another movie titled Goodbye Christopher Robin is also in the works, starring Margot Robbie and Donald Gleason. We just hope that these two movies won't be released during the same year because too many people are going to be confused. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And we shouldn't forget the first Disney princess. The last time we saw Snow White was in 1937, and we can't wait to see her again. In 2016, Aaron Cressida Wilson was in negotiations to write the script for the film. Songwriters Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, who wrote the lyrics for La La Land, will also be writing new music for Disney. Then we have Mark Platt, who is already working on Mary Poppins Returns, who will produce the movie. We have already seen recent adaptations like Mirror Mirror in 2012 and Snow White and the Huntsman, but no one can do a better job than those who made Snow White popular, the creators who work for Disney, and they even won an honorary Oscar. We can't wait for that to happen again, and they have a chance with a live-action movie about Snow White. Mulan, and last but not least, is a movie that we are going to see really soon. That's Mulan, live-action remake. However, there will probably be no song in this movie, so Mulan will have to find another way to learn how to be a man. Moreover, someone looked at the casting and noticed that they were not looking for a Li Shang, which means that they might not be part of the story. Rumor says that a European trader will fall in love with Mulan, and some people are really upset that Li Shang might have been replaced by a white man. At least there will be a lot of epic martial arts. The movie was supposed to be released in 2018, 20 years after the first release, but it will finally be released in 2019, in November or December. Which movie would you like to see the most? Don't be shy to answer in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear what you think. And that's it for 15 Disney cartoons brought to life. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and please give us a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.